Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening, wherever in the world you are joining us from. I'm Charlene, and as always, it's amazing to be with you. Tell me where you're joining us from. Drop your name in the chat. I'd love to say hello and good morning. The Bulls would love to say hello and good morning to you as well. Sheila, good morning. We're so happy you're here, my friend. Tell us where you're joining from as well, too. That's always kind of groovy to know. I know Geraldine. Hello, my friend, joining us from Western Australia, sending calm vibes. Yes, indeed. We are approaching the end of a season and the beginning of a new era. No Taylor Swift pun intended on that one. But truly, we're transitioning seasons. And can you feel that heaviness, the weight? For us in the Northern Hemisphere, the end of summer. For our friends down under in the Southern Hemisphere, feeling that end of winter, shifting towards a new beginning, a new change. It's going to happen this Sunday. So excited about that. But today we are richly rooted and grounded in the presence, at least here today, in this time-space reality, in the splendor of summer, the ending of this wonderful season before we begin a mighty harvest. So, Sheila, you're from Georgia. Sweet Georgia peach. Love it. Maria, namaste. How are you, darling? Nice to see you. Carol, nice to see you. Joining us from Florida. Hello, my fellow Floridian. Nice to see you as well. Thank you so much. Yes, Carol said y'all are pretty. Well done. Well, if this is your first time joining us, let me tell you a little bit about what you're seeing in front of you and kind of the progress that you'll experience today. So in front of you are, 20 today, chromatically tuned quartz crystal singing bowls. And when I mean chromatic, if you would think about the repeated octaves and patterns that we see on a piano keyboard, all of the white notes, for that full octave, we absolutely have those. And that tends to be traditional in a standard quartz crystal singing bowl set. Sometimes most people don't have that final octave at the top, but we like the octave. We also like some notes above and below as well. And you'll see those in the black bowls behind me. We've got some wonderful bass, some really beautiful and powerful resonance that they'll be bringing up. We also, if you're wondering, these 5 notes on the outside, this is the chromaticism. This is really where the color begins to come into the sound. Chromaticism is a Greek word for color. So we have the black keys that you would traditionally see on a piano too. So when I say chromatically tuned, that's what I mean. My background, I'm a classically trained musician. I started playing piano when I was 2. I read music before I could read words. My household was very interesting growing up. And I also I didn't come into a house of musicians, so. And because you are an electric body, you know that you vibrate. You can walk into a room and feel the vibe. You sense the presence of what's going on around you. Well, these bowls, because they're made out of 99.999% pure quartz crystal, they conduct electricity via the piezoelectric effect, meaning any time that pressure is applied via a strike or a rimming, the bowl is actually giving off voltage, measurable voltage, way more than 9-volt battery. It's pretty amazing. One of the reasons we like to chat and connect at the very beginning is so that I am tuning in to everyone that's here. It's my job is to be an interpreter of sorts. My hands go where the bowls lead me. No 2 sessions are ever alike because you are always different. The energy in the air around us, the sky that's influencing us as celestial bodies, changes every day. So every session is unique. Sometimes there's a beautiful, effortless, serene flow. Sometimes the bowls say, okay, we have some work to do. We're going to get going. So we never fully can anticipate where the journey will lead. I find those are the best journeys in life, walking into the unknown. So thank you for being here with us today, Carol, and everyone else. Lori, good morning. How are you doing? How is everything in Madison, Wisconsin? Jason from Sierra Nevada Mountains in California. I'm glad you're here, my friend. Hope you are doing great. Good morning, Beth. Yes, the sunflowers. Today we're all about talking about confidence, cultivating confidence, being able to stand tall, grounded and rooted into our soil. Whatever that is for us, whatever that soil of our life, of this incarnation, of us being able to express ourselves fully, what is that for you? How do you generate your heaven on earth? Grounding into the soils just like these beautiful plants, lifting their faces to the sun, following the light, turning to the light, embracing the darkness as well. Night is part of life, just as day. Wonderful. Alex, good morning. Lovely to see you. And we are joining us, if you're joining us on Insight Timer or on YouTube, wonderful to be with you. One of the things we like to do is to stream live. And when I say we, I mean my beloved husband, Jeremy, who makes all of this beautiful and seems so effortless. So if there's anything in this that really speaks to you, if you'd like to revisit the session, you can. You can just pop over on YouTube, and the live streams will be there in perpetuity for you. I hope it's helpful. So just begin to settle down, settle into your space. It's a good day, isn't it? It's an interesting energy in the air today. There's a bit of an anticipatory anticipation of something that is about to come, that is about to be. And that makes sense. There's a lot going on in the world. So if you're feeling it all in any way that you would like to change or shift, the bowls are inviting you to begin just to go ahead and do that as we begin to settle in, finding a comfortable position. Good grief, guys. Whether you're seated, thank you, or if you're lying down, lying prone on your back, I do suggest you keep your spine as erect as possible. It allows the travel of the energy through your physical body to move a little smoother, a little easier. Clears and opens that pathway. Good morning, Joe. Southern Hemisphere friend. Yes, almost spring for you now. Amazing. Renee, good morning from Kentucky. I hope you are doing very, very well. So today we're going to take a guided journey into a place of true beauty. You might recognize it. We're going to be tapping into this place that lives within the imagination, a place that's filled with peace, serenity, and promise. We're going to be walking through a beautiful field of sunflowers. Just take a deep breath, holding that breath in, feeling your heart relax as you do. You're maintaining that breath, and yet the heart is still relaxing. Good. Then gently exhale through the mouth for an extended count. Try to allow that exhale to last longer than the inhale. When we do that, physiologically, we cue our body to begin to slow the heart rate. If you ever want to have an easy way to just quickly slow the heart rate, allow your series of exhales to last longer than your inhales, like this. changing the space and the volume in your chest cavity. As the lungs continue just to relax, the heart says, oh, I have more space. I can slow down. That's what's happening. Sense yourself beginning to release any tension that you might have been holding, whether you were aware of it or not. Mind's eye, see yourself standing in a vast golden field of sunflowers. The sun is shining brightly overhead, casting shadows in the field around you. The air is warm, fragrant, filled with the sweet scent of these blossoming beauties. What does a sunflower smell like to you? In your mind's eye, close your eyes and feel a gentle breeze quietly caressing your skin. As you look around, notice the towering stalks of sunflowers. They stand tall and proud, their faces turned always towards the sun. Notice the strength, the resilience, and their upright posture. They are powerful. You had never fully appreciated or noticed maybe the strength of these gentle giant plants. Feel the energy. Experience a vitality that radiates from these magnificent flowers and plants. Begin to feel your body grounding into the earth below you, connecting into the deepest part of the planet. Think, imagine, or feel a golden cord of light that originates at the base of your spine and gently descends through the floor below you, down deep into the planet, wrapping itself, finding a perfect place that feels good to you to root, grounding into this supportive vibration. Feel the connection between your body and the ground below. In your mind's eye, visualize these deep roots extending from the base of your spine, or perhaps your feet. You may feel both anchoring you, supporting you, connecting you, providing you with stability and a sense of groundedness. Root to rise. Take a deep breath in, holding that breath in, feeling your heart relax. And gently exhale through the mouth. Feeling any tension that might have made its way to the surface. Just now releasing down that grounding cord. Redefining the structure of your space. Good. Sitting into this place of comfort. Just giving yourself a moment to let this energy shift and resettle. There's a lot of subtle things happening right now. Just breathe. And some of you may find yourself dozing off. That's totally fine. In your mind's eye, watch as the sunflowers all shift and begin to turn their face even more directly into the sun in pursuit of its light, its warmth, the fiery essence of our blazing sun. Witness how the sun's rays nourish the plants, their leaves, the stems, their beautiful faces, and their firmly secured roots, filling them with life, with energy. Now too, begin to experience the warmth of the sun on your face. Pleasant brightness. It feels so soothing to your system. Allowing your eyes just to drift open for a moment, catching a glimpse of some of that beautiful vitality that is being gifted to you. circulating around your entire system. You are one with the sun. As you feel this realization, your head begins to slowly turn, just like that of the face of the sunflower, turning towards the sun, relishing the warmth, the energy of this golden light moving throughout your entire system, filling your heart. Your heart begins to feel a deeper sense of connection and expansion, bringing this golden energy into your heart space. There's so much joy and gratitude that's beginning to bubble up to the surface. What does that feel like? Divinely inspired strength. Embrace a sunshine state of mind. Take a deep breath in, holding that breath in, feeling your heart. It almost tickles in your chest. So much gratitude, so much love. And gently exhale, either through the nose or the mouth. Find comfort. As you continue to stand in this field of sunflowers there in your mind's eye, pay attention to the powerful stalks, the green, verdant stalks of these plants. Can you begin to sense the microscopic makeup, the tissues of these powerful green stalks? Look deeper. Allow your perspective to shift to the most microscopic place and witness the cellular structure within the stalk of these plants. Notice the connective tissues that keep them together, that hold them. series of patterns, when we understand, when we recognize, so that we can understand these patterns, suddenly our life shifts because we recognize that we too are a part of these patterns. And just like how these stalks are microscopically connected, how they grow, and how they manifest in the world, you too have these same sinuous fibers that run within you. We think of them as our bones, our muscles, our tissues, the fascia. But go deeper, all the way down to the subatomic level. It's in that place where life begins. The protonic element brings the existence of life. Our biophotons generate a light that innervate and define our life. It's at this level that we can begin to connect to a greater power, a greater strength, a greater resiliency of how we want to manifest, how we want to show up in this world. See life that deeply in the stalk of a sunflower. Good. Now, see life that deeply in the very cells of your own body. Trillions of cells moving, operating in perfect order and harmony. See these cells begin to stabilize, to come into an effortless flow and communication. Moving as one. And as you sense this, imagine that same strength, power, grace that you had witnessed in the face of a sunflower moving through your body at the most microscopic level. See it. Feel it. Perhaps you notice visual images of what that looks like to you. Perhaps you sense a flow a little differently moving through your physical space. Maybe there's emotions that are coming up. Allow your body just to be in this moment. In, holding that breath and relaxing the heart. Gently letting it go. Know, feel, connect to your own inner core, becoming more resilient, stronger, more centered, just like the sturdy stalks of the sunflowers. It's this inner strength that provides you courage confidence and presence to face any challenge that comes your way, anytime, always. Now, in your mind's eye, see a single beautiful, perfectly formed sunflower. Notice its dark, those ebony-colored seeds. Sense the immense potential in these tiny, tiny seeds, nurtured by the sun and the earth, able to birth new life, new plants that will one day too grow tall and majestic. See these sunflower seeds as seeds of self-assurance. They're planted deep within you. You have that same seed that grows within you. And just as these seeds require sunlight and water, rest and nourishment to grow, so does your own self-assurance require attention and care. Let's begin to nurture ourselves with the frequencies of some very specific words, planting positive affirmations into the fertile soil of your soul. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, just letting it go. Gently speak the words, I am confident. I am capable. I am worthy. I am confident. I am capable. I am worthy. Repeating, I am confident. I am capable. And I am worthy. Planting these seeds, I am confident. I am capable. I am worthy. Visualize your self-assurance. The seed of this self-assurance, feeling safe, protected, full of potential, and beginning to grow like these beautiful sunflowers reaching towards the light. sunflowers in this field in which you find yourself, there are so many hues of yellow. How many variations on a shade of yellow can you experience in your mind's eye? As you witness each of these different and unique yellows, begin to sense their different types of energy, their different types of vitality that they are shining back, reflecting back towards you. The subtle differences affect you greatly. Imagine those two frequencies of color in your mind's eye and begin to welcome them one at a time into your third eye area, breathing in deeply, feeling this golden light beginning to twinkle and sparkle and move and shape and shift through you. As you welcome in the first yellow color, you may notice that it naturally gravitates towards a specific part of your body, either your physical body or your subtle bodies. What do you notice? Good. Allow this yellow to bless you. To your highest good in this moment. Now, when you're ready, begin to welcome in the second color of yellow. Notice its effects in your body. It moves differently, yet it feels just as nice. You may feel emotions beginning to bubble, to vibrate to the surface, perhaps feelings of joy, of peace, of serenity, enthusiasm, a zeal for life. Whatever you experience is perfect. Embrace these good vibes and allow them to shift your space in such a way that you feel more integrated, more connected, more whole. Because in truth, you are already whole. Take a deep breath in, holding that breath in, allowing the heart to relax, then gently exhale. in your mind's eye, gently bring your hands in prayer position in front of your heart, gently bowing your head in gratitude for this lovely field of divine beauty expressed as sunflowers that you have found yourself standing, enjoying, relishing. And with a bow of thanks and gratitude for the experience, allow that field to slowly dissolve. Knowing it's always available to you. You created this place of perfect peace once. You can do it again. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath and feeling your heart relax. Gently exhale, bringing your attention now to the base of your spine. Noticing the first energy center that's sitting between your hip bones there at the base of the spine. This energy center that grounds us, that connects us, that roots us into life itself. Experiencing any color that feels good to you now to experience. Some of you may enjoy connecting with the color red. Think, imagine, or feel your vibrant color moving directly into the space of this first energy center. In Sanskrit, this is the Muladhara chakra, connecting to us to aspects of flexibility, transformation, coherence, and of course, stability. Breathing in your color, filling that space, letting go of anything that doesn't serve you, see any extra energy that's not yours anymore, dissolving down that beautiful grounding cord of golden light. Wonderful. Good. Just release. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, relaxing your heart. Bringing your attention now upwards to the area of your navel. The second energy system, the Svadhisthana chakra, that links us into a watery place of creativity, of birthing new life. Think, imagine, or feel a perfect color for you. Perhaps orange feels nice today. Resonating the frequencies of purity, like crystal clear waters, and nourishment, how waters nourish our very being. Charm, like the sparkling essence of sunlight dancing atop the water, and merging, like great waves coming together and dissolving into each other as one. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, relaxing the heart. And as you gently exhale, bringing your attention now into the area of your solar plexus, the Manipura chakra, the seat of fire. Bringing in a color that feels right to you today, perhaps a vibrant yellow, like that of the sun. sunflower. Find your color and begin to experience it in your solar plexus, connecting with the ideas of desire, will, intention, and destiny. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, relaxing the heart. And as you exhale, bringing your attention now to the area of your chest, that beautiful sacred heart. Think, imagine, or feel a color that feels good to you. Perhaps emerald green, perhaps rose gold. Find your color today that satisfies the vibration you seek. The Anahata Chakra. The central point between the lower or more physical chakras and the upper, more subtle chakras. Perpetually moving, dancing. Connecting to the elements of peace, harmony, laughter, and love. Peace, harmony, laughter, and love. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in. And gently exhale and allow your attention now to rise to the area of your throat. This fifth energy center, the seat of expression, of communication, the Vishuddha chakra, connecting to a beautiful sky blue color or whatever color feels right to you. Ushering in creativity, affluence, abundance, discernment, the ability to speak truth every moment of every day. Truth that's grounded in love and compassion for ourselves and for others. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, allowing the heart to relax, and gently exhale and shift your attention now to that tiny, still, small place in the very central part of your brain. That houses our seat of intuition. You will find it. This third eye energy center. If you just gently rotate your eyes looking up into this central point, you may do that with your eyes closed as well, gently closed, looking up. Beautiful. The Ajna chakra, the sixth energy center, where we connect to our intuition, bringing in a color that feels right to you. Perhaps it's an indigo, perhaps it's a silvery thread of perfect light. Maybe it's gold. Beautiful. Harnessing the ideas of integration, truth, unboundedness, knowingness. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, relaxing the heart. Gently exhale. And allow your attention to shift to the crown of your head, the very top of your head, into the seventh energy center, the Sahasrara chakra. Our connection to this aspect of consciousness. Feeling whatever color is right for you today. Perhaps it's a beautiful violet, perhaps it's a crystal clear white light. Find your color and begin to vibrate the elements of infinity, immortality, holiness, enlightenment. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in. Your heart is relaxing. Your body is expanding. Gently exhale. And place your attention now at the center of your heart. Feeling these 7 main energy chakras housed within your physical body, the subtle bodies in your physical space, beginning to come back into greater balance, greater alignment. Some of you are connected to the additional chakras above or below you. If it feels right to incorporate these chakras into that balanced energy flow, I invite you to do so now. Otherwise, stay very connected to these 7 chakras existing in your physical plane. They help you move through the day, keeping these clear, keeping these bright, make for a happy, rooted, and well-grounded life. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in. And when you're ready, in your time, exhale. Begin to bring your attention now back into your physical space. You may want to begin to stretch, shift. Wiggle your fingers and your toes and your nose, whatever feels good to you in this moment. What do you need to return to this space? Sometimes rubbing the palms together, generating friction, i.e. increased circulation and energy, which can then be applied to any place of your body, any place it feels good to bring in that extra energy, any place it feels good to breathe in and refresh yourself, moving and shifting your own energy field as you need to. Just take yourself and kind of fluffy yourself up, letting go of anything that wanted to linger that isn't yours. My friends, tell me, how are you feeling? How is that for you? I'd love to know your experience. While you're typing in the chat, And good morning, Mary from Buffalo, New York, and Dr. Strange Doom. Thank you for being here. Nice to see you. Jessica, I'm so glad you're here. I love your sunflower emoji. If you wanted, Cherry Berry from Amsterdam, Deborah from Cornwall, Britain. Good morning, Beth from LA. Hi, Claudia. Hello, everyone. Anthony, greetings. Stephanie, Jeanette, so very grateful that you were here as well. Tell us how you're feeling. Oh, the hearts must be doing good. Must be doing something right. The bowls were really interesting today. Well, if you'd like to share or express anything in the chat, we always love to hear that. We love to reflect back too. If you have any questions, we're happy to field those. We, me, myself, and I, and the sunflowers and the bowls. So it is we. But what I really strongly witnessed today, there was a very interesting heavy energy that was sitting outside of the space. Jeremy, am I pick? Was there? Okay. So there was a very heavy energy that was actually watching and was watching and was present. And I was witnessing also too, any energy affects any space, right? It's a function of what we do with that affectation that then informs our expression in life or in the world, right? So some were feeling that too. We're feeling this interesting heaviness or kind of weirdness, right? Is that what the hearts are for? You were affirming that? That's really interesting. And the bowls were actually working to dispel that, and it left for whatever reason. The reasons don't really matter, right? But so there was a lot of really interesting dissonance that the bowls were like, all right, so yeah, that's here. However, there's a lot of interesting dissonance in all of us going on right now. So the bowls were like, we're going to work with that. And there was this very interesting interplay between changing between certain keys. Today we were very grounded in the key of E major, which is very interesting for all of my Southern Hemisphere friends, because in classical music, we virtually always connect the key of E major to spring. It's a transition. It's a new beginning, right? It's that coming out of the winter month. I say interesting because me being in the Northern Hemisphere, we're going into fall, so just the opposite on the outside. However, spring represents a transition into the new, into a new version of ourself, a new life, a new sense of vitality. And that's a sense strongly that we connected into today with these beautiful flowers as well, that vitality of life. So E major sang the whole time. If you guys want to know what E major sounds like, sound familiar? Because we really lived in that key today. I thought it was also very interesting because another key that came forward, but a little bit later on, was the key of D. And when I say came forward, there were many keys that we played in, out, through, and around. However, the ones that really wanted to be here was that E major and then also D. So D, it's this very triumphant. It's almost like the Hallelujah chorus. And in fact, I think the Hallelujah chorus, if I recall correctly, actually is written in the key of D. There's these war cries of victory. And when I say war, I mean not war as in evil war. I mean, war is in any time that we war within ourselves and we've overcome something and suddenly we're like, heck yeah, I did that, man. Yes. It's that kind of victory. It's that kind of exuberance and passion for life and expression of life. And oh my goodness, isn't that what the sunflowers represent as well too? It's these heralding faces that shift themselves towards the sun no matter what. They're like, hallelujah, we got this, or whatever your expression is. Yeah, heck yeah, dude, we're so on this. We got this, man. Oh, look at the sun. It's amazing. There's this element of pure celebration, rejoicing. Side note, the key of D major is frequently used a lot in Christmas music. But if you're not a Christmas music buff like me, that probably doesn't mean as much. However, I love Christmas music, and therefore, there you go. So I would love to hear how you're feeling, because, just because one experience is experienced in a certain way, it doesn't mean that all are replicated in that same way. There are many, many ways to view the same beautiful sunflower. We all see it from different angles. Sometimes you get the back, and you're like, huh, It's a really interesting neck. Other times you get full face front. Sometimes it's from the side. So let's hear this. I'd love to hear that. Jeanette, you're feeling, by the way, Jeanette, I love how you spell your name. I think that's so pretty. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, but it's so beautiful. I always like to see it. Just visually looks nice. You're feeling hopeful. That's amazing. I love that. Yes, if we don't have hope, we can't have expression, because we always have to have that element of trust and faith, knowing, oh, something good's going to come. Yeah, there'll be clouds. There's also the sun. I love that. Thanks for sharing that. Lori, yes, hopeful as well. I love that. Maria, heavy emotions today. Oh, girl, I don't think you alone. Yes, indeed, it was very heavy. I'm glad you were here as well. Nice to see you. Hope that these bowls help to lift some of those emotions. It was indeed an interesting segment. I feel like, Jeremy, was there something going on YouTube? I didn't have eyes on it. Was there something that was okay? Okay, maybe anyway, eyes, physical eyes don't matter. Cherry Berry, woohoo! Grateful to see you again. Oh, we missed you as well. Thank you so much for being here. You said you were stressed and you calmed down. That's amazing. It's our pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And Cherry Berry, if you'd like to join us, we will be back this Sunday. September, is that the 22nd? Yes, at 10 a.m. Eastern. It's Sunday. We're going to push it forward just a little bit. 10 a.m. Eastern for, of course, the equinox, autumn equinox in the Northern Hemisphere, spring equinox in the Southern Hemisphere. We are really going to be tapping into, though, the vibes of a beautiful autumn day. So if you'd like to have an incredible experience with some wonderful autumn vibes, sounds, all that kind of good stuff, we'd love to see you this Sunday, September 22nd at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. That's 7 a.m. Pacific Time. And I have no idea about Europe. Forgive me. Michelle, nice to see you. Truly beautiful. What a gift. Thank you. So freeing. Good. I love that. Amazing. Jeanette, you said your mother chose the name. She had good taste. And she was joyful, compassionate, a strong woman. Amazing. A beautiful gift she gave you. I love that. Yes, Mary T on YouTube joining us from Buffalo, New York. We're so glad to see you. Thank you, Jeremy, for pointing that out. Yes, and Dr. Strange Doom, of course. Very happy you were here as well. I love that. Oh, goodness. Cherry Berry, thank you very much for your kind words. It's always nice to be with you. And today, as you travel forth, knowing that we're at the end of a season, and life changes, life progresses, life brings us sunshine, life brings us rain. Whatever it brings us, it's always for our highest good as long as we connect to its purpose. What can I learn from this? What can I assimilate from this? How can I grow? How can I be better? We can ask those questions when it's sunshiny outside or when it's raining. We need both. We need the nourishment of the rain in order to really grow when the sun does shine. Felicity, thank you for being here. It was lovely. Thank you so much for your generous donation. I appreciate you. Felicity joining us in the UK. Thank you. Jeanette saying all is impermanence. Absolutely. It's just an experience. Life is just an experience. Don't take it too seriously. You're already perfect as you are. Lori, you've said that it felt heavy and moving and grounding as well. Not able to describe more yet. I understand. That's what sometimes what I'm loving in the visual behind me is this, like the darkness underneath that gives way to the light above. We have both. We have both. It's part of the embodiment that is life. So how can you use your body today to express yourself? Like the sunflowers, these flowers use their body, their stalks turn towards the sun. How can you turn towards your sun today? What does that look like for you? See if you can think of at least one way to turn yourself towards your proverbial sun. I promise you, it'll make a huge difference in your heart. My friends, until we meet again, which will be this Sunday, September 22nd at 10 a.m. Eastern, please know I carry you with me. I love you. I think of you. I pray for you. And I cherish you. You are so very loved. Sat Nam, my friends. Sat Nam.